Bonjour à tous, it's Brittany. So today we are going to be boiling my wig. As you can see, my wig really needs some help. There's some balding in the frontal area and it's been bleached and dyed so many times I've lost track. There's a bunch of heat damage and tangles, so we are going to see if the boiling method really works. So, without further ado, let's get on to the video. So, the first step to this is to boil water. Anyways, you guys are probably thinking, well, no dip. Anyways, so no. But I'm going to fill my pot about halfway, and then once I'm done with that, I am going to turn my heat on to high. So while I'm waiting for my water to boil, I'm just going to be watching my drama Encounter. It's really good. If you guys are into K dramas, I highly recommend this drama. Like, it's so good. So now my water is boiling, so here's when the fun begins. It could either be really fun or really bad. I guess we'll find out later on in the video. So for our next step, we're going to be using the silicone mix. I heard this stuff is really good, and this is what I've seen other people use, so I'm just going to use it. Now, there's probably 1,000 better ways to get the product into the water, but I'm not that smart. So I just kind of shook it out and plopped it on in there. Next, I am going to stir, stir, stir. I probably should have gotten a better spoon also, but like I said, not that smart. So I'm just stirring until it's dissolved to my liking. Next, I am going to be grabbing the hair and I'm slowly going to start just dipping it into the water, just slowly dipping it in. I was kind of nervous, but it wasn't the fact that I was scared that like I was gonna ruin my hair. It was I didn't want to burn myself, and that steam was hot. Like, it was hot. Oh, it was hot. So I decided to get some tongs because I figured there was an easier way to handle this wig. So I'm using the tongs to slowly submerge the wig into the water. I finally submerged the whole wig, and at this point I'm really just playing with it. um I just keep dunking it up and down, up and down. I don't know if I was scared or what, but okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. I was a little scared. That's why I kept messing with it, because I was like, I don't know if I'm doing this right or what. So I pull it out one last time and dunk it right back in. And I am going to just leave it alone and set a timer for 6 minutes. I'm back with about 2 or so minutes on my clock. You can see that it really stripped the color out. Um, as we have 2 minutes left on the clock, I am just assessing the possible damage that I have done to my hair. As you can see, I'm just lifting it up and down because I'm really wondering, what did I do? The timer is about to go off, and as you can see, the water is super dark. Like, it stripped the holy heck out of my wig. So now I'm just gonna pour all that excess water out, because I don't know what I'm gonna do with this tea. But, yeah. It literally looks like tea, doesn't it? I think it does, at least. So now that I've finished pouring, I'm going to rinse the wig off just to get all that extra product off of the wig. So you can see as I'm rinsing, a lot of color is still just coming straight on out. So I'm just going to be rinsing the hair a couple more times And I'm showing you guys how the hair is looking. It's more of a honey blonde now than the red orange that it was. Obviously you can see that there's a lot of tangles, like a lot, like look at that, that's a lot. So once I'm done just rinsing the hair a billion times, I am going to be taking my Aveda shampoo. I'm going to be using the Damage Remedy shampoo, and I'm just going to be very, 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 very generous with the amount of shampoo I'm going to be using on the hair. I figured that the Aveda Damage Remedy was a good shampoo to use because the hair has been through a lot, like a lot. It's been boiled, it's been bleached, I don't know how many times, and lots of different hair colors have been put on it. The hair was green at one point. Maybe I'll put some pictures in later of when I made it green. But yeah, so I figured Damage Remedy would be a great shampoo to use. Now I'm just taking a comb and trying to comb out some of those tangles. You can see that there's a lot of shedding, but like I said, the wig is old, so I'm really not surprised about the shedding. I've come to the best of my abilities, and now I'm just going to rinse that shampoo right out of the hair. I am rinsing, but as you can see, I've created more tangles, so God bless me. So now I'm going to be moving on to conditioner. I'm using the Paul Mitchell Ultimate Repair Conditioning Mask. I really like this mask. It's so hydrating. It's really thick, so I wouldn't recommend it for people who have like thin hair, but I use it on myself and I really like the consistency. It has quinoa in it also, which makes it smell good. So I'm just lathering it into the hair, and I debated whether I wanted to leave it in the hair for a little bit or not, but I ultimately decided not to. The reason being that we just boiled it in the silicone mix, which is supposed to be really hydrating for the hair anyways. So I figured adding too much protein into the hair would over proteinize it, and then it wouldn't give me the desired look and feel that I'm expecting at the end of this process. So I'm going to be taking a wide tooth comb, and I'm going to try to comb out some of these tangles that have occurred from the whole boiling and washing and all that fun stuff. You can see that there's still a lot of shedding, and like I said before, the hair is old. I've had it for God knows how long, so the shedding, like, don't think if you try this at home, oh, it's just going to make my hair shed. No, my hair is well over a year old, so I'm expecting the shedding. And also, I think I cut the wefts too, which produces more shedding. Now I'm just finger detangling the hair. So now I'm just going to rinse off all the conditioner from the hair. I'm just going to rinse until I feel like I've gotten enough of the product off. There really is no proper way of rinsing out conditioner. So I've been rinsing the hair for maybe about like 3 minutes now, and I'm just going to be taking my wide tooth comb and I'm going to be combing and rinsing at the same time. I just want to make sure I got enough of the tangles out now while there's still a little bit of conditioner still in the hair. Once I'm done detangling it and rinsing it, I'll probably rinse it for maybe 2 more minutes. I want to make sure that the silicone mix is fully out of the hair, because what I've heard is if there's still some in it, when it dries, it makes the hair feel kind of weird and feel like it has stuff in it, you know what I mean? Which technically it does, but it just gives it a weird feeling, and I don't want that with my hair. So now that I am done combing, I'm going to rinse it off just a little bit more. You guys can see that I've gotten most of the tangles out, and I am basically done washing and rinsing out the conditioner. The hair is still pretty good, you know. You can see here that it really doesn't look that bad. So now I'm just going to be taking my brush and I'm going to brush the hair out a little bit more, and then once I'm done brushing the hair out, I am just going to leave it alone, let it air dry somewhere in my house for about a day, and then I will come back and show you guys how it looks dry. Alrighty guys, so it's a whole day and a half later and I just brought the wig outside because the lighting's so much better out here and you guys can really see the color well. The wig is significantly better. Like, you can, it's a drastic change. I'm about to do a side by side so you guys can see just how much a difference the boiling of the hair really made. For my final thoughts, I think boiling my hair was a success. It was a little scary at first, but ultimately it ended really well. So I give this a 10 out of 10. So that's it for today's video. Please go like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you again later. Bye!